Can you actually live in the Philippines for just $1,000? Not just survive, but actually live comfortably. Let me break it down for you. Real numbers, but real life. I see these questions all the time, and people either say it's super cheap or it's impossible. And honestly, it depends on how you live. I'm gonna show you what $1,000 actually looks like here. So first, let's start with the rent, because this is where your money goes first. If you decided to live in the province, you can find around 10,000 to 15,000 pesos. This will be unfurnished or semi-furnished apartments. So semi-furnished apartments are apartments that are only furnished with maybe bed frames, refrigerator, dining table, or if you're lucky, you will have a sofa or bamboo chairs. But if you are in Cebu, you will be looking around 15,000 to 25,000 pesos, which can be furnished or unfurnished apartments. I've seen these mistakes a lot. People are trying to live in a condo that is around 30,000 pesos in a $1,000 budget, and that is half of your money gone. So if you only live for $1,000 a month, I suggest that you live maybe a little bit outside of the city center. Do not try to live in IT Park, which are very expensive area, because city condominiums or apartments can be really expensive. Then there is the bills. Electricity is the one that surprises people. If you use aircon a lot, especially for Western people, humidity will be the one of the struggles that you will have here in the Philippines. So, air condition is a must. You might pay 3,000, even 4,000, or even more than that for electricity if you are using air conditioning. Internet will be around 1,000 to 2,000 pesos. Water is cheaper here in the Philippines depending on your area. Here in my area, in the province, it's around 200 to 300 pesos minimum per month. So overall, you are looking around 3,000 to 7,000 pesos a month for the utilities. Food. So food is where you can really save or overspend. If you eat local or you like to cook at home, you will spend around 10,000 to 15,000 pesos. But if you eat Western food or you always eat out, you can easily spend 20,000 pesos or more. And this is where people get surprised, because the country is affordable, but your habits might not be. So transportation is a necessity. If you rent a motorbike, you will be spending around 3,000 to 5,000 a month, plus fuel around 1,000 to 2,000 a month. So total is around, you are looking around 4,000 to 7,000 a month. Or you can go cheaper if you just choose to ride jeepneys or tricycles. But honestly, having your own motorbikes just makes life easier. And don't forget about your visa. A lot of people forget about this part. If you're extending your stay, you're probably spending around 2,000 to 5,000 per month on average. It's not a lot, but it adds up over time. Then your daily stuff. The toiletries, the laundry, the mobile data. That's around 3,000 to 6,000 per month. And then your lifestyle. Coffee shops, going out, little trips, dating. That's depending on you. And that's where people lose control because it doesn't feel like much, but it adds up. And there's this one that you have to be prepared. The unexpected important expenses. This could be emergency medical situation, repairs, house repairs, motorbike repairs, or any type of repairs situation. Your girlfriend's phone repairs, mobile data load for your girlfriend, or travel changes. You should set aside at least 3,000 to 10,000 pesos because if you don't, you will go over budget. So, if you add everything, you are looking around 37,000 to 76,000 pesos. But if we are being realistic, most people land around 50,000 to 60,000 pesos per month, which is about $900 to $1,100 per month. So, is $1,000 enough? Yes, if you live simply, if you don't party every weekend, if you manage your lifestyle. But no, $1,000 will not be enough if you want luxury, if you eat Western food every day, and if you like to travel all the time. Honestly, $1,000 is not about living big. It's about living intentionally. You can have comfort, a good life with $1,000 if you live simply like a local, like a Filipino lifestyle, no drinking, no frequent travel plans. So yeah, $1,000 a month is possible. But how you live, that's the real question. Would you be okay with this lifestyle? Comment down below. This is the end of this vlog, and if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to my channel if you want to learn more about Philippines. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys again soon. Paalam!